Hi, James, founder of Your Hair Fitness. I want to talk about number one mistake I see with people doing planks. We do planks all the time. It's great exercise, but I think they're misunderstood in their application. And I also want to stress the importance of what even slight deviations of optimal form means long term. So, what I commonly see with planks is we think that the longer we can hold it, the better, and that's not really the case. And it depends, really, I think. So, if the goal is to be able to hold a plank for a really long time, then doing planks for a long time is going to help with that goal. But I don't know a lot of people whose goal is I want to be able to hold a 2 minute plank. Why? What's it going to do? I don't know. I think it will help my core. How? And this is where people get unstuck because they haven't really dug in to understand what it means for you if you can do a 2 minute plank. Like, okay, you can do a 2 minute plank. So what? What does that mean? Well, my core is going to be better. It's like, for what? You need to be able to define this. So when we look at martial arts, don't really need to be able to hold a plank for 2 odd minutes because we don't really have situations where we're holding our core for that long, like that kind of anterior core bracing pattern. What does a plank help us do? It prevents us from losing control of our back and effectively extending this way. We're preventing by getting stronger and being able to control this region and pull it back. We need that. It's really important. But for a minute, 2 minutes, tell me where you need that. You don't. And when you look at taekwondo or any martial art in general, it tends to be maximal contraction release, maximal contraction release. Think about breath control and pattern. Think about going for a combination in sparring. Brace, bang, 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 release. Brace, bang, 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 release. So it's not so much about endurance. Like, you need a degree of endurance, you do, because you ultimately train that in by contraction, relax, contraction, relax. And the more you do that, you get better being able to do that over longer periods of time, like a 2 minute sparring bout or longer or whatever. So really it shows us what we need. What we need is those short, ultra powerful core bracing patterns that are humongous tension, immense strength and stability in the trunk for relatively short periods of time. A longer period of time, for example, when I do Moon Moo, we all know Moon Moo. It's got the beautiful side kick out, hold it, really, really, really slow all the way around to a high reverse turn kick up. How long does that last? 5 to 10 seconds. And this is where we get into what I think we should be doing with our planks. We shouldn't be going, right, let's do one for as long as possible. And then 30 seconds in, what are people doing? They're dumping into their shoulders. The muscles that drive the shoulders forward have just let go. The hips start sagging. The knees aren't even locked. Everything's just kind of hanging on a frame. And the more time you spend doing that, you're training that in, and that doesn't benefit anybody. So it's just a big waste of time past that point. And also, when you're trying to do something for as long as possible, you're not going to squeeze it as hard as possible, are you? Because you'll run out of juice sooner. But that's exactly what you should do. So what we should be doing with our planks that's going to complement what we do is to think more in terms of 10 to 30 second bursts, where we literally crush the plank. And it's not like squeeze just enough to hold the position. Crush it. 110% tension. As much as you can possibly muster. So infinitely more than is required to actually hold the position. And you can add other bits to that as well. So, for example, usually we just place our elbows just in front of us. We just push away. If you bring your elbows slightly further forward on the ground, all else equal, go into a plank and then pull down, they don't move or slide on the floor. You just have the act of pulling down extremely hard. Think about how that's going to make your core light up even more. Your lats are going to be pulling on your arm downwards. That's going to be all over the rear of the trunk. It's just going to create immense tension in the front of the core. So 10 to 15, 30 seconds for more advanced people, blast of just bang, squeeze it, glutes, hamstrings, every muscle in your body, eyebrows, literally electric rock solid. That is going to benefit your ability to brace your core and perform difficult things better. Because when I think about doing Moon Moo, hold the side kick, we all got to look graceful and serene and calm, but really I'm squeezing. And so if maximum contraction required to perform that kick looks like I'm going to poo out my own spine, I'm not going to look graceful, am I? So I need to make my core so strong that 80% contraction is ample strength to be able to perform something without looking like I'm literally straining. So maybe that informs you. So really we should be practicing our planks to develop maximum contraction rather than longevity. And I think if you just change that, allow that shift to happen in the way that you approach your core training for martial arts, I think a light bulb will go off and you start to see some changes in your training that you are really looking for. So absolute maximum contraction, not longevity. That is the number one mistake I see with planks. Right.